What's up, everybody? It is Saturday night. Welcome to the Real Life Perspective Late Night Show. Hope you're all doing really well. It is currently, what time is it? It's 11:10 p.m. Central Time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's currently take a look really quick. Well, we got a couple of people waiting in the attic, in the back cave, I like to call it. But let's see here. We got this. Let's go with the top 5 of our box office hits for this week really quick. Let's switch over to a little bit of Into Space. There we go. Now we're talking. All right, so we got our number 5. This is going to be for the top box office hits for the weekend of August 25th through the 27th. Number 5, Rocket and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Number 4, Oppenheimer. Number 3, Blue Beetle, Barbie. Number 2, and Gran Turismo. At number 1, rocking for this. I guess that's the second week. Wait, for first week. Okay, there we go. And then the most watched games on Twitch. We currently have number 5, it's Starfield. Number 4, Valorant. Number 3, League of Legends. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. And number 1, Just Chatting. And the reason why that's Just Chatting is number 1 is because the Real Life Perspective Late Night Show is now live. That is the main reason why. But I'd like to bring on some of our friends here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got Mr. Jumping Master. Welcome. What's up, brother?
Hey, man. Hey, late night tonight. Late night. Ask me what time it is right now, Scene.
What time is it?
Rabbit.
11. Oh, I love it. See, this is the late night show.
Rabbit.
Guest number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. the host and star of Rage and Pillage, Mr. Burley. Welcome to the show.
Burley boy.
I've been jamming out.
Burley.
Yeah.
Jamming.
Love it.
What the
Love
hell
it, man.
is the show tonight, my friend?
Oh,
How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. What the fuck is Blue Beetle?
I think it's a newer style superhero. Starring a guy named Miguel from Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Not Miguel, but Miguel.
Yeah. Oh, we got a Hispanic superhero. I'm in. Let's go.
I think
DC.
What's his name?
Oh,
George Lopez.
Yeah,
Lopez.
it's George Lopez. Yeah, George
Hey,
Lopez.
George Lopez is a superhero?
He's not a superhero. I think
No,
he's like
mommy's way.
the coach or something.
He's his dad. I think he's his dad.
The
Oh,
dad?
okay.
Is it the dad?
Yeah. But I bet you this gentleman can raise some light to this as well. Please welcome to the Real Life Perspective Late Night Show for the first time guesting Mr. The Real Meat Stick. Welcome to the show, young man.
How you doing?
Alive.
Oh, hell
Here,
yeah.
live.
We are live.
Now we're officially live. Yeah. What's going on, man?
I'm hanging in, doing well.
We're just talking about the new Blue Beetle movie. Any thoughts on that one?
You know, I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but I'm sure that within the next couple of days, with an 8-year-old here in the house, we're probably gonna have to sit down. We're gonna have to watch this movie together.
Yeah, I think you and Scene are very close to that life chapter currently with kids around that age. Correct,
Yep.
Scene?
That's correct. I have a 9 and a 6-year-old.
There you go.
Have y'all ever remembered a movie like that you saw when you were like nine or so, and then go to show it to your kid and go, "Oh fuck, this is not appropriate at all." This has happened to me more than once. Yeah.
Sure.
Anything with Jean-Claude Van Damme in it.
I tried to show my kid Airplane, and at one point a set of tits came across the screen. I was like, "What is this? It's rated PG." You know?
yeah. That's a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie where he's got. I think he's got an evil twin out there, and
Double Impact.
Yeah, and there's this one scene where he's just like spreading these chicks open and just like doing these exercises with him. I'm like, oh my god, I don't remember that when I was a kid. You know?
Was that the Dennis Rodman movie?
No,
No, Double Impact was where he had a twin.
he had an evil twin.
Not evil. Well, yeah, he was like he was the
Yeah.
cooler one.
You
Because
know what? I think that is though. I think that is what Burley just said.
no, that was some lame
Double
ass
Team.
movie.
Double
Double
Team.
team.
Double team.
Yeah.
That was also Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's Double Team. That's it.
Okay, so that goes back to that joke from comedian Mr. Pablo Francisco, where he's talking about starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and the same crap that you've seen over and over again.
Have you seen Pablo recently?
No, I haven't, man. That is great though.
That dude let cocaine take over his life. He is just falling apart on stage nightly. It's wild. There's footage of him just falling off the stage, and it's wild. Like
Wow.
Pablo Francisco was fantastic.
Yeah, he's throwing it all away right now. It's great. It's great.
They're actually in there right now watching the Joe Coy coming in hot.
Oh,
right
he's
now.
funny. He's funny.
He's funny,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Joe
wow.
Coy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the funniest one I remember of Pablo Francisco was the where he's driving the car thing, pulling
Yeah.
up to the car next to him with the Tejano music next to
Oh,
him. No, I forgot. Hold on, I gotta go back and watch it, but that's the only Pablo Francisco one where he's like pulling up and he's like, yeah, there was like fucker, you know. No, I don't know. There's I'm not doing it justice. You might remember that one.
About, those funny ass movies, man. He's great, man.
Yeah, he's silly, dude.
He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, hey, you listen to me. These are my tortillas, and you're not gonna get them back.
Little tortilla boy. Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, me stick. You remember any of his stuff?
Van Damme or Schwarzenegger? Which one are we going with now?
You know what? Let's go back to Van Damme. What's your favorite Van Damme movie?
Oh man,
Man, that's a good.
was it?
Yeah.
There was this. Was it Best of the Best? I think that was.
Oh
one.
yes. Oh no. You're thinking of No Retreat, No
No
Surrender.
Surrender. Wow, that's such a cult movie, man.
That's the
If you don't know Van Damme, you've got to go back and watch No Retreat, No Surrender, starring Mr. Van Damme himself.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
back and peep it out. I only know
Oh.
Bloodsport. I only know Bloodsport.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, my favorite, if I was gonna have to put it down, and I've seen a lot of Van Damme movies, it would have to be Bloodsport, the OG Bloodsport.
What about Seagal?
Yeah.
What about Seagal though?
Oh, Seagull?
Seagal.
You mean Seagull?
Yeah.
I mean, I loved.
Who doesn't like
Under
a good
Siege.
Seagal movie, dude?
Yeah, I loved Under Siege, and even Under Siege 2, where he's on the train and he's like, "If you're gonna bake the cake, you gotta bake the. You gotta stir the."
No, he was like, come on, come knock my teeth out. Come on, guy. Come on, tough guy.
He says,
He's like, he breaks that dude's arm like backwards.
Yeah,
like,
he's like, I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch your arm. I'm gonna touch your arm and throw you across the room. You know, like that. He was the shit.
"You wouldn't want to run into him in a dark, scary alley. That's for sure."
he's a
Have
badass.
you
Wow,
heard his
man.
Jamaican song?
No.
Oh, that dude has recorded a Jamaican song. It starts off with him doing a Jamaican accent, talking about "me love punani" and stuff.
Oh.
It's fucking hilarious. It's worth checking out.
Oh,
Dude, I would put y'all up on some
Jot that
shit.
shit down, man. I gotta jot that shit down.
Wow. But yeah, No Retreat, No Surrender. Is that the one you were talking about, Meat Stick?
I think so.
Yeah, with the little kid, and because I think Van Damme beats up his dad. Was that the plot of the movie? He beat up his dad in a fight or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Right?
Van
He kicked his
Damme-
butt.
Van Damme whoops the dad
And then-
because the evil henchman wants to take over everybody's karate school. And so, like, when the dad says no,
Wait a minute.
the henchman says, "What are you talking about? Nobody tells me no. I'm gonna kick your ass." Van Damme, get him.
And he
so
played a
the-
Russian.
Right.
He
And
played
the
a
dad
Russian.
At one point says, "This doesn't solve anything," and he's blocking all these hits. But then Van Damme gets the best of him. Van Damme gets the best of
Mm.
him. And
Mm.
so when
The-
that happens, the movie kind of goes off, and they move from the Canadian border into, I think, Washington State or something like that.
Oh wow, you know this movie.
Yeah, I watched it recently, like very recently. And so they get there, and the son wants to continue to train martial arts, and he's training himself. And the dad doesn't want him to, because fighting is not the answer for anything. But then one day, the dad finds his punching bag and everything. He kicks it all out of the house and says, "You are not going to train martial arts in my house, ever." And so
He goes to the garage.
he goes to this abandoned house. Yeah, he goes to this abandoned house, hangs up all his equipment, and then one night, it's like this crazy magical power light that illuminates the entire abandoned house.
Magical powers were
And
revealed
he's
to
just
me.
like, "Oh, what the hell is going on here?" He didn't even hail his magic sword. And so the next thing you know, man, it's the spirit of Bruce Lee, man. Bruce Lee comes out and he's like, "I am here to train you." And so he trains him, and then it's just a fantastic movie,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
It's a cult classic, man.
Well,
People go dancing over the
Fun fact about that movie. The abandoned house he was in is the same place that they filmed the abandoned house in Fight Club.
Wow.
Wow.
I made that up.
Yeah,
I
did you-
figured. Yeah, I was like, what?
I fully made that up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was believable.
Yeah, I believed it because I don't know you enough. Yeah.
And
I
so,
just- I needed-
yeah, so
I felt- I felt like I
that's
needed
what
to say
happened there, man. That's a
That
good
was
movie.
funny.
And at the very end, the son gets his revenge over Van Damme, because Van Damme is whooping everybody's ass in that ring.
Of course.
He's just destroying everybody.
He's a Russian, man.
Yeah,
He played a Russian in that movie.
He is a badass. And so he's like, then he strikes his girlfriend, I think, and that's when the son gets up out of the crowd,
Oh, that's it.
ring, and
That's,
the shit is on after that.
and I remember that he like flings onto the ropes and flings in and kicks him on the way in. Oh, the opening scene where he's just like,
Yeah.
"Whoa." He does the Bruce Lee whoa and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's a great movie, man.
it just-
And Van Damme, at one point, Van Damme tells him, "Hey, you are pretty good." And then the kid is like, "I only get better." Oh my god, dude. That's a badass movie, man.
So Burley, that's one of those movies that you were talking about earlier where you don't want to go back and rewatch it. For me,
Really?
yeah, I don't want to go back and rewatch it because it's got such a good Walt Disney
Memory?
vault. You know,
Oh,
it's locked in the mental vault. You know
Like,
that I
when was
don't.
the last time y'all watched Weird Science? I watched that one recently. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
"Yeesh."
Yeah.
No,
I
watch
watched
it now.
Gl-
Watch it now. You'll hate it.
Yeah,
Well, I
no,
don't
probably
know,
about
man.
3 months ago, I watched it. 3 months ago, it was on. I was watching it.
Yeah,
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
dude, I bought the shirt of Chet, and he's a big piece of shit. He's when he turns into the shit, you know, and he's just like, "Hey, dudes." It's just like- I went back and watched like several clips, and those, man, I love Bill Paxton.
Pullman or Paxton or Pullman?
Paxton, yeah,
Paxton.
Paxton,
Paxton.
yeah. Pullman was Lone Star.
What was he like? You some sort of a fag or something like that?
Yeah, let's not forget that chick was Steven Seagal's wife there for a minute.
That's there you go.
It all comes full circle. Here we
Yeah.
go.
All about that Steven Seagal, man. He's just a badass.
Yeah, no, I still like Weird Science. I think I watched the full movie in its full potential probably maybe 10 years ago. But watching the clips of after I bought that T-shirt, I go to Redbubble.com, and that's where I get this kind of stuff. This is like,
Redbubble rules. Yeah.
you know what this? Does anybody know what this reference is? We mentioned a couple
What
of.
does it say? What does it say?
Naruto?
No, Rorito.
Rizzuto. You got any more brain busters? I get it. All right.
You're the first person to get it, Burley. Thank you very much.
It's from
And
Billy
you-
Madison.
It's for Billy Madison.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about Bob Barker, and I was throwing out all these Adam Sandler quotes and things like that.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to your shirt.
um,
Yeah.
Naruto.
So,
Those are Z's.
Yeah.
Those are scenes.
I kept reading it. I was like, burrito. Yeah. Wait, I mean,
So it's the scene in Billy Madison where she's teaching cursive, and he's like, what he's like, car and bat.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah, yeah.
and throw the word bunt
In perfect cursive.
imperfect cursive.
there
You
you
go, yeah, that's what he says. He says, BUNT, imperfect cursive. Any more brain busters? He does the Peter Griffin laugh, right? And then she's like, risotto. And he gets up there and he's like, Z's. And this is the handwriting from the movie, you know.
I got you. Yeah.
And she's like, Rudo? She goes, those are Z's. They look
Yeah.
like R's, you know. And she's like, I hate this school. I'm never coming back here. And he gets towards the great scene. That's what I love Redbubble is because they have these very obscure,
Uh-huh.
you know, this kind of stuff, man. That's what I love. That's where I got the
And the beauty of it is if you have a fun t-shirt idea, you can toss it up on Redbubble. They print it, they ship it, and you just get a percentage of the shirt.
yeah, kind of like what you Trump and I do. We use my spread shop,
Yeah.
right?
Spread shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spread shop.
Good job.
Spread shop.
Supplies it
You
all.
use Amazon, dude, is so easy because everybody has Amazon. Fucking merch for Amazon, it's fucking fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need to look that one up. You got any?
No, I gotta get with you and help you create your Amazon front store.
That's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, I do need to figure that stuff out. You know what else we need to figure out? Who is this real meat stick guy?
Uh-oh.
So let's check out his YouTube content here. I'm this is the first time he's been on the show. I have not had a chance.
The real meat steak is my man. That's my buddy, man. He's from the Northeast, and he's new on the set. He's doing really good things on his YouTube channel as far as the BBQ community goes. Somewhere along the way, he amassed some haters, and some of the same haters that I did. And so,
Call them out.
no, we don't call haters out.
Drop names.
No, we don't even do that. We don't even give the haters the privilege of dropping their names. But the only thing we will do and say to our haters is thanks for the view. That's what we do. But before we get into Meat Stick and him speaking for himself, I wanted to bring up another movie that was kind of related to that. That was kind of related to that, and I think this was a great movie, and I loved it when I saw it because it really put me back there. Take Me Home Tonight.
Take
Oh.
me home tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a great movie, man.
with
Never heard of
Toby,
I just know the song. I
Gopher.
never heard of the movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
that 70s
So,
show.
with that being said, Meat Stick, it's on you.
These are like old people
Thanks
movies.
for
You don't know
tossing
them all.
I was reminiscing about the song as well.
Yeah, that's all I know is the song.
Take me home tonight.
Meat stick. Give me your what you? Yeah, I just pulled up your YouTube, but you got a website?
I don't have a website. No.
Okay. So what do you prefer? What do you want to showcase here? You want to show your Instagram? Do you want to show your YouTube? What do you want to show here?
He needs to showcase that water maker behind him. That is sick. I want that in my house.
Oh yeah,
Is that an ice machine behind you?
That
Built into the wall?
this thing right here,
Yeah.
that's his fridge.
that's my refrigerator.
Man, everybody makes more money than me. I
Look at
hate
that.
this.
I thought it was a cabinet.
That's a Meat Stick, man.
That's fucking sick.
See,
all right.
so
When you
again,
come to
back,
Texas, get ready for that not to be here.
back to the back to the haters. Who wouldn't want to hate on that fridge? I mean, come on now. You
I
know?
was getting ready to hate.
and on top of that, check out that liquor collection he's got right over his right shoulder.
Sick.
Beautiful.
For sure.
Right.
Say that again. Say it again.
That's only a fraction.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I see that wine above it too.
Yes. There's a lot of adult beverages here.
Yeah.
I have a
What
lot
are
of.
we-
So if and when I ever make it up to PA to Philly and go check out the Rocky statue, because that's kind of one of the things I want to go and see.
Bring a towel. That's a lot of
And
steps.
I would say I want to run up those steps, but hell no. I'm looking for the ramp to walk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As
Get you on a rascal.
a matter of fact, if I can park up at the top side, I'll do that. Then I don't have to run or walk up it.
Get a helicopter to drop you down. You know?
In this chair. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Some company just put out an office chair that will scoot you around the office with a top speed of 12 miles an hour.
That's awesome.
I want this office chair.
Yeah, I could use that at work. I could.
I think we lost Reels on his own show.
No, he went to go make a pee-pee.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, but that's a great movie, man. The Take Me Home Tonight movie is a great movie. I like the way they did it. I mean, they really nailed it as far as like the time era. I wasn't a teen or nothing like that during that time that it set. I was younger. I was a
if we're gonna
kid.
do old movies, what's the one that's all set in detention?
Which one?
The whole movie's in detention. Say it again, Meat Stick. I thought you said something.
Breakfast Club.
Yes, Breakfast
Oh
Club.
yeah, the Breakfast Club. Yeah, I
That
love
movie's a fucking classic.
that. Yeah.
If that movie's on, I fucking. Hey, Jizz Forever is back, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's back. Check the comments,
What's
bro.
up, Jizz Doctor Forever?
Jizz Doctor Forever is back.
That's
That
your
dude rules.
that's your other persona, isn't it? That's your friend.
I wish. You can see my hands. I wish. Jizz Doctor Forever fucking rules.
Hey, Mister. We're just gonna call you Jizz Doctor. I'm sorry. Hopefully that is legitimately what we're calling you. We're just gonna go with Jizz.
Yeah,
Doctor
that's 2
forever.
weeks in a row. He's been on the show. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, brother.
GC forever.
Hey, I want to hear from my man, the real meat stick. Tell us about your channel. Tell us about what you got going on, man.
So, coming up this month, now that we're into the fall season, this being Labor Day weekend, it's the end of the summer, we're going to begin our fall sausage making processes. With that said, you can expect that all of our Weisswurst, our Wiener Schnitzels, all of the different bratwursts, all the wursts come out right now. So throughout the month of September and October, I'm going to be shooting multiple videos, different type of sausages, fresh sausages, smoked sausages, dried sausages, all different types of sausages that will impact the Oktoberfest celebrations.
Very
And then
nice.
back to barbecue again.
But then you're back to barbecue again.
Then we get back to barbecue.
Love it, man.
I was on a show the other day where somebody was talking about trying to make a sauerkraut bratwurst where the sauerkraut was inside of it. Have you ever thought about trying something like that?
That's a good idea, and that would be delicious too.
Well,
Yeah.
we couldn't come to a conclusion on how to do it.
The toilet. Yes, that's one of those type of thoughts.
Say it again. Say it again.
I said that would be the type of thought I would have. I would have as I was sitting on the toilet.
Oh,
Merely the cabbage alone that's fermented, that has now become the slaw, or in this case, I forgot what the German word is for the cabbage. But
sauerkraut.
all that cabbage is gassy as it is. Loading that into a sausage and then giving that to somebody, you just asking for an explosive.
Case,
It's
I'm into
not
it.
going to turn out well.
an explosive cased bratwurst.
It's a grenade. Yeah.
I'd try it once. I'd try anything once except for dudes.
Oh yeah, I'd eat it. I love me some kraut, man. I've got I've got an authentic German barrel of kraut in my fridge, and I add it to everything. You guys are probably gonna think I'm gross, but I add it to my eggs too, man.
No, I like sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's fire.
I freaking put it on my eggs, man. I just love sauerkraut.
What's y'all's thoughts on kimchi?
I love
I eat it. I eat it.
Kimchi is
He's a nice guy.
It's every once in a while. Like I have to be in the mood for kimchi. I know people that could eat it right out of the jar. I'm like, nah, I gotta mix it with some shit for sure.
Yeah, it's not like my go-to. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the fridge and get some kimchi, but if it's available, I'm gonna add it to whatever the hell it is that I'm.
Yeah, but you're gonna mix it up. You're not eating like spoonfuls of.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I am. No, I get right in there with a fork. And
No
I just
shit.
put it in. I do.
Okay, all right. Yeah, to each his own.
I can do that too, but if it's there, but I do that with kraut.
Stay on this real quick, Reels. What are you using to shoot this, dude? This is a good, clean picture.
Lately, I've been using two different phones. Either I'm using an iPhone or I'm using a Galaxy Note.
Okay.
The latest Note that I have, the 22 Ultra.
It looks good, dude.
The other cameras I use are cameras that have AI built into their technology. So wherever I move, the camera moves with me. That way I don't have to have a videographer with me when I'm shooting videos.
You're going to have to shoot me a link to that. That's dope.
Yeah, that's that camera that I was telling Reels about after I'd heard about it. The first time I heard about it was from Meat Stick. And it was the oh my goodness.
Insta360.
Yeah, the 360.
So it literally follows your ass around.
Yeah.
Right.
It follows his face.
2 cell phones, and then I have a camera that I put onto a gimbal that the gimbal will follow me, and then there's another one that on its own, it has its own built-in gimbal. It'll do the same thing. So it'll track me wherever I'm going. It'll zoom in. It'll pan. It's almost like having another person in the room that's always tracking you and doing what you want them to do.
That's fucking sick. I'm into that. You're gonna have to shoot me a link to whatever this camera is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I'll do it for. Maybe in the bedroom with the old lady, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you got to mount it to the ceiling or put it onto a tripod.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever made your own like home adult film? Y'all ever done that?
No.
I have. It's so weird seeing your own butthole. It's so weird. It's because hold on, Jizz Doctor Forever. Just buy a rigid clear plastic tube from Home Depot and hollow it out the bratwurst. Then use the same sort of tube to inject the kraut in the middle.
Oh, we got a food enthusiast in the house.
Something tells me this person knows one of us.
It doesn't know me. I don't know that. Well, if they know me, we gotta talk because
that's the Jizz Doctor.
It's just using a name that we don't recognize.
I know Jizz Doctor is hilarious.
Hold on. Just buy a rigid clear plastic tube from Home Depot and hollow out the bratwurst. Then use the same type of tube to inject the kraut in the middle. You must put accent to this. Just forever. Maybe that makes it more.
You gotta put a German accent to it. Just buy the rigid clear plastic tube from the Home Depot. Hollows out the bratwurst.
I'll say one thing.
Inject the kraut in the metal.
How does the brown guy have a better German accent than the white guys?
Genetics.
I've had white guys at work ask me, "Hey, how do you spell this?" I'm like, "Really? You can ask me?" But this is how I would spell it. I mean, I'm saying,
yeah.
Well, this is how I would spell it.
If I were white, I'd spell it this way. I tell you what,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, Meat Stick. You really know how to handle your meat, young man.
I know.
Thank you, sir.
I was gonna say, what's your best-selling sausage?
people really like the sweet and hot Italian sausage. And the other one that went over big that I started doing this year was the bacon jalapeno cheddar brat.
I'm into that. Oh, that made me hard. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Burley, you got to remember too, he's out in Pennsylvania, so the sausages
Well, he's
that you and I might be used to are not like.
but he's not Pennsylvania born.
No.
Man, he's from Queens, dude. That's where
Hey, why are you so cranky?
So all right.
Yeah, I got.
Quick question. How old are you, Meat Stick?
Oh, come on! Don't be asking that stuff.
How old is Okay, 45. Okay, so no, you're gonna like this question. How much did you hate the end of Sopranos?
Yeah.
What is
Not a,
You know what? I still have not even seen that show.
They're crazy.
not,
I'm
not
way
even-
behind.
the way that ended, it didn't. There was no closure.
Dude, I
It-
can't even listen to that song anymore.
I hate HBO series, man. They never deliver
You're
on
crazy.
finales.
Sopranos, the greatest show ever made. It's just the
They
last.
don't.
episode
I mean, no, they're great up until the finales, man. They did those money shots are just not there, dude.
I will.
But now that you have James Gandolfini's son, who looks just like him,
Yeah.
know that they did that prequel.
Did you like it?
They got to do something with him now to bring him back and do something. Yeah, there needs to be closure to that last episode
Yeah.
because it didn't end the right way.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've read all the theories and all that shit. I just like they fucked themselves, dude. That
They
could have been the greatest show of all time. And in my head it is. It's just that one last episode kind of it makes me angry, dude.
I don't know. What about Oz? Oz was one of my favorite. Damn.
Never watched it. Never watched it.
Oh man, if you like dudes banging other dudes and
Turns out I don't.
in a bunch of jail cells and having no, I loved Oz. I mean, as you know, it had a lot of that stuff in it, but I was able to look past it because there was something about the series and the writing. Like I said, HBO has a great writing crew. They do a good job, and still to this day, I love Mayhem. You see him in Mayhem in these commercials. These state who
Yeah, he was in that show. I remember that.
so
yeah.
get Allstate. So get
Yeah.
Allstate and be protected from Mayhem. You know that guy? He was in Oz. He was the coolest character in Oz, man. He was the Irish dude because in prison they're all about, you know, whatever race you're in or whatever, you know. So Oz was a fantastic show. It was short lived, only like 3 series, 3 episodes or 3 seasons.
Season.
And then Deadwood. Anybody watch Deadwood?
Deadwood was amazing, but that ended shitty.
It did end shitty,
Yeah.
and I didn't even watch the movie because I heard it was awful.
I didn't watch it either.
Does Meat Stick have any bottled sauces he sells with the sausage?
I don't sell any sauces. I don't sell any rubs.
They're just for
I
free.
don't, that's it. That hand gesture tells you it all.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
Nothing.
Yeah.
I do this for this is my hobby. I do this for fun, for fun and entertainment. And turns out there's a lot of people that are interested in the same things that I'm interested in.
yeah,
So,
I could give 2 shits about barbecue, but making sausage does seem like something I would want to learn how to do. It's
Yeah.
just so much startup cost. The startup, like to buy all the shit for it, it's kind of expensive, dude.
I could agree with that. Yeah. So between the you need a meat grinder, you need a sausage press,
Yeah,
you need the scales to weigh everything out, both a scale that can handle large amounts of meat, so you know what you're weighing out, and your dry goods, all your different seasonings and spices and things like that. Yeah, it gets costly.
yeah,
And then you go through all the different type of casings. Are you going to use a natural casing like a hog casing, or are you going to use a cellulose casing, or are you going to use a casing that's a plastic type of material? So yeah, you know,
Does anybody use land skim?
What's that?
Lambskin?
Lambskin?
Yeah,
That's a condom.
seems like that would be a good one. I would.
That's a condom, right? That's a condom, right?
There is lamb casings.
Oh, lamb casing.
Oh, have you ever had haggis?
I have had haggis.
It's not bad, right?
Well, when I had it, I didn't know I was eating it. So I'm gonna say no, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, right? Like
The haggis, the shit that's like the food that's stuffed into the stomach of.
the intestines, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I liked them through Harry Potter 1 and 3.
Nah, haggis is pretty good, man. And it's technically illegal to sell in America, like real haggis.
Right.
Oh,
I wonder why that is.
oh, you know what? I think I had haggis in Ireland.
Dude, it's pretty fucking good.
We had it for breakfast one time, and because we were staying at this B&B in Ireland, and that she was like, "Yeah, it's called haggis." I go, "Oh, what's that?" And she goes, "Oh, it's just delicious. Just eat it." And I ate it. I was, I was like, "Okay, sure, whatever."
Oh,
You know, in Ireland, they don't cook their bacon over stovetop or anything. They don't grill their bacon or anything like that.
they bake it or what?
They steam it. They steam it, so it comes out all flaccid and
Oh, no.
wiggly. Yeah, dude, it was.
I like my bacon nice and crispy. I call it
Yeah.
bacon, but bacon.
That's what I.
I like the half crispy, half floppy bacon.
I like mine all the way crispy. That's how I like my bacon.
Meat stick. How you like your bacon?
Yeah, I'm with the crispy side. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even go as far as I cook. Like I get like this big sliced pepperonis, and I cook them on the grill. Man, I cook them.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. You're the only person I've ever seen that do that.
It tastes like bacon, and I went over this on my Instagram live stream. That what it reminds me of. You guys remember Three Amigos, obviously.
No.
And-
Look over here. Look over here.
Look up here.
Yeah.
Look up here. Look up here. Look up here. Look up here. Hey, yo, guys.
Yeah.
And so they're in the desert and they're eating bats
Yeah.
and
Crispy wing.
crispy. And they're eating. He goes, "Hey, Dusty, you want your wing?" He goes, "No, you can have it." And then he's like, and I'm like, "Are they?" I was talking to my brother. We were kids, when the movie came out. I'm like, he's like, I said, "Are they really eating bats?" He goes, "No, Sean, it's bacon." And ever since I heard that crunch, and I'm like, I gotta overcook my bacon every time. And even the pepperonis, they come out so crispy. And this was the first.
Like I really got to try putting on pepperonis on the grill, man. I've never done that.
They get a lot of grease and everything, but
Most things I've ever done is put a pizza on the grill.
I've done that. Yeah.
But I've never like put pepperonis like a deck of cards, pepperonis on a grill, just like.
All right, let's round table something real quick.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with real meat stick, and then we'll end with real. What's the weirdest food you've ever had?
I've done a lot of traveling, so that's going to be a difficult question.
What's the one where they told you what it was, and you're like, huh? You know?
Well,
yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I still think bats are probably one of the oddest things I've eaten.
You've eaten a bat.
Yeah.
That's how this whole thing started, dude. Come on.
But also, I've eaten dog too. They called it Toto.
No shit.
Yeah.
I tried dog.
I've eaten a lot of different interesting cuisine.
I just can't find myself eating anything like that because there's so many options to go and get a chicken sandwich.
maybe not where he was at.
I will say, I don't know what the weirdest food that I've ever had is, honestly. But I will say that the weirdest food that I've ever seen that I would never try, let's just put it that way, is what those Filipinos do. And they take that duck egg, embryo in it, and they boil it, and they fucking peel it, and they eat it like a delicacy. And I can't do that, man.
I've eaten that too, balut.
I've heard balut's not bad. I've heard it's not terrible.
I can't do that, man. That's a little bitty duckling inside that egg.
It's an embryo.
What do you think veal is?
Baby cow.
Yeah, it's a little cute, little sweet little baby cow.
No, that's a starved-ass baby cow.
You know how I learned about veal was Scrooged, the movie Scrooge.
Bill Murray.
With Bill Murray's brother. He played his dad. He played his dad when he's like Niagara Falls, where he goes back to meet his mom,
Yeah.
and he's like, Merry Christmas, and he goes, it's Choo Choo Train. He goes, no, it's 3 pounds of veal, and I'm like, what the hell is veal? You know,
Yeah.
that's how I learned. See, who says you can't learn
He
things?
walks in there and throws that paper wrap meat on the ground.
That's it. He's like, Merry Christmas. He's like, a Choo Choo Train, and I'm like, oh, poor kid, man.
Choo-choo.
So
Y'all
we
ever-
got dog, and then we've got something you won't try from.
I really can't because
He's
I've always been cautious about what I ate. You know.
How many generations in are you in America?
I'm first gen.
No shit. Okay, so you've had some authentic. You've had tripas and shit like that.
Oh yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
weird to a lot of people, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's weird to you guys, I mean, it's kind of like a norm kind of thing to me.
Yeah. So it's that's what I'm
tripas.
trying to figure out.
I guess so. With that being said, I guess a cheeseburger would be kind of the weirdest thing I've ever eaten.
Wow.
You're so fucking weird.
That's some weird shit, man.
Burley, what's yours, man?
It's gotta be Rocky Mountain oysters.
No.
Oh, damn.
Well, the trick is to clip them way up.
Yeah, but they were steamed.
Nobody saw
Nice.
farm. Come on, man.
But they were very delicate on the palate.
There was a texture I've never had before. You know? Yeah,
Y'all
they
never
were.
saw Funny Farm?
I never saw Funny Farm, but I know what Chevy Chase. I know the Chevy Chase movie. I know it, but I never saw it.
That's what he does in the movie. He's like they don't tell him what he's eating. They just tell him he's just eating. He's just eating. He goes,
When they're fried, they're great.
Oh, you just broke the record.
yeah, you just broke. Okay, so Trumpet knows. Yeah. That's it. And he's like, they tell him, well, the trick is you got to clip the nuts way up high.
Right.
Yeah.
So mountain oysters.
they're-
You've had mountain oysters?
When they're fried, they're great. Whenever they're steamed,
Oh.
it's odd. It's odd.
It's odd.
I had
I
them
just-
steamed in.
You know,
in,
I take that back. I
Oklahoma.
did eat cow brain tacos, and I just, they were kind of pan fried, half-assed, crispy on the inside, but very mushy on the inside. Ugh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the cow tongue fucks me up too. It's a
no, I
tex-
can do that. That's
I don't like
delicious.
the texture.
Yeah.
It's a texture for me.
Yeah,
How about you, Real?
see that.
Now I've had tongue, no problem with tongue. I've had brains. I've eaten. I think I've eaten every part of the cow.
Yeah. How about turtle? Y'all ever had turtle? I've eaten turtle.
Turtle soup I've had.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I would have to say
I mean-
mine.
So
is-
turtle would be kind of easy to eat because it comes in its own bowl.
This
Nice.
was a soft shell snack.
Very
Probably the weirdest thing I've ever eaten, and I can't stand it, is and Trumpet knows this better than anybody, is pickles.
Yeah, pickles. What's the deal with that?
I hate pickles, man.
That's un-American, dude.
I hate pickles and onions. That's
No,
the
we don't.
what?
I don't know.
We don't want you here anymore, dude. Go back to your
I
own
can't
country.
stand it, man. I was always that kid who grew up no lettuce, and that's an inside joke between Chirpin and I. And you
They-
guys will find out if you watch our season finale.
If you, and stay tuned because there's hidden tidbits for special giveaways coming in these future episodes.
Hidden tidbits.
Yes.
They should have built a wall around your
And,
house.
and tidbits will be hidden in there in such a way that if I ask a question on one of my lives about it, if somebody truly watched it,
Yeah.
paid attention to everything,
Yeah, no, but
they
to
might
answer your
win an
que-
iPhone 14.
nothing really weird, man. I never really ate anything weird. So my wife is Latina, and her father-in-law tried to like trick me one time with barbacoa, and he's like, "Here, just try this, bro," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Oh, cool. It tastes like shredded beef, whatever."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, you're eating the cow. You're eating the head of a cow," and I'm like, Okay, cool, bro.
Yeah.
It tastes delicious.
I'd say
I'm
I
not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. It's,
I eat
You like
barbacoa
barbacoa?
probably at least once a week. I eat barbacoa. Fucking, I
it's
love it.
to the top of my like upper palate, like real greasy, like peanut butter kind of.
What is it because you haven't found the right barbacoa?
No, I've
Gotta
had
be
it.
your bowl.
I've had it. Every style, every way from any place and any person that I know of. I've had it. Straight authentic, and I'm just like, I can eat it, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not. That's not my go-to. I just
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I like it. I'll throw some salt and some lemon on it. What about you? The meat stick? You like barbacoa?
Of course I do.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
No problem. You saute it. You put it into a crock pot, or you let it cook long enough on the stove. It just becomes buttery. It's delicious. It falls apart.
Yeah. There you go.
True. It's very
All
tasty
right.
stuff.
Hey, I just jogged back because I needed to get this out. I was about to piss myself. The way you describe barbacoa, I've had it every style, every way. It's not my shit. That's how I feel about squash. Squash can suck my fucking dick. Everybody talks about how fucking delicious it is. They're like, well, you haven't tried mine. Okay, try it. It all tastes like shit to me, dude.
I love it, man. I
Squash.
love squash. I love squash and zucchini.
I'm going on record. Fuck
Great.
squash, dog.
I get grilled.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, I never liked squash either. You're not alone there, buddy.
Fucking squash sucks so much, dude.
I-
Squash is gayer than ISIS. It sucks so bad, dude.
Speaking of that, Burley, tell everybody a little bit about your channel here.
I
And-
am your dirty Uncle Burley from the Rage and Pillage podcast. If you like dirty humor, if you like talking to mainly New York comedians, that's I got the show for you. Every week I have a couple of comedians come on. We talk about current events, all with the idea of being as funny as possible. So if we turn something that's pretty dark into humor, that's my show. So if you're easily offended, just skip over me. But we have a good fucking time. That's it, man.
Right to the station.
Yeah. If you're easily offended, please do not watch, because I've had to block my parents on the internet because they started watching my shit and were like, "What? My baby boy." So
I can't imagine my parents watching my stuff.
yeah, I'm a middle-aged 12-year-old dude. So anything that I think is funny, I'm just spewing it out there. This is why I'm called Burley. Nobody knows my real name. I'd be canceled tomorrow if anybody started going through my past shows. So it's a good time though. Trump has been on.
Oh
But
yeah.
tonight, Real Life was on there too. Fucking, you got to watch, I think, 2 Meat Stick, right? So fucking, tonight was a tamer show.
Yeah,
That was a
tonight
tamer
my
show.
first time on. I think you got Burley, Real Meat Steak would be a good guest for
Real
when you
Meat Stick, we don't talk food. If you're into making dirty jokes for an hour and a half, you're more than welcome on. If you want to embarrass your family, fucking let's go. You know?
one time I was flipping through and I saw that he was live, right? I saw that Meat Steak was live. And I showed up at the Burley moment, right? At the Burley moment, because Meat Steak was just like, oh, I see. You want me to somehow put my legs behind my head and pour whiskey down my ass crack and take a shot? I was like, what the
If you
hell
wanna-
is going on here?
If you want to play one of the shorts, dude, I'll tell you which one.
I don't know.
The second to the right. Second to the right.
This one?
Yeah, that one. The second to the right. Second to the right. With the Dominican guy.
Is that what he is?
He's the Dominican dude from New York. Yeah.
Oh,
this,
you want me?
this is a pretty funny one. If anybody wants to listen to this one, it's pretty good
Okay.
shit. Nah, I can't hear it, but whatever. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we know where to find you.
No, I was giving you props on the one you talked about earlier, like the Instagram reel that you put added to your story with your Bud Light. Dude, you got a lot of guests on your show, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, my show doesn't exist without guests.
That's amazing. I mean, this guy, I mean, and you do such a good job with your montages. Like, and for all I know, you have the same 5 people on there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, where'd Trump go? He disappeared again.
Said, "Oh, it's fucking. I'm not talking about me. I'm out of here." There he is.
There you are. You keep disappearing on us,
I
bro.
know, my bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce here in a minute, guys. But it's been a
Okay.
blast. Scene, are you playing an episode tonight of the Are You Afraid of the Dark, or is this just an after hours kind of late night chit chat?
That's what I was pumped for. I want to watch the Are You Afraid again. That was fun.
Well, so I didn't get a chance to ask our new guest, Real Meat Stick. Do you remember Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I don't remember that game.
No, it's a show. It was a show where it was basically a kid's version of, I don't know, what would you guys compare it to? It was a scary kid show on Nickelodeon.
What did that call it?
We didn't have.
It was like an older version of the Goosebumps.
We never had cable TV.
My man. Same here.
You know, we didn't for the longest time, and then there was this period where we had a little bit of cable, and we had Nickelodeon, and I watched in the early 90s. So there was this show called Are You Afraid of the Dark, and it's basically corny childhood, just corny scary stuff. But if you're a kid in the 90s and you're watching, it was Saturday night. They had a thing called Saturday. Oh, I'm not wearing the shirt, but Saturday Night Snick, and it was a lineup of Rugrats and Clarissa Explains It All, and then they did like an All That show, which was like a, I don't know, what would you call it? What's the?
It was like a teen sitcom.
The teen version of Color Me Bad. What am I thinking? In Living Color. In Living Color. So it was like a kid's version of In Living Color. Hey, if you're gonna take a picture, let me know. I'll pose for you, brother.
Taking a video, dog. You're good.
Oh.
Don't derail the show. Just don't bother with me.
Well, I see. Anyways, so it had this whole lineup, and then Ren and Stimpy, and then Are You Afraid of the Dark closed out the night, and Are You Afraid of the Dark came on at 8:30. So the lights were off so in my house, the parents were watching the HBO night special in the living room, and I would go to their bedroom and jump on their waterbed and watch the late night Snick on there. And I just remember I got these great nostalgic memories of watching this series. But okay, so I opened Burley's eyes to it because Burley was not allowed to watch it as a child.
Yeah.
And Trumpet told me, he's like, yeah, I remember it. I watched this werewolf episode, and so I tried to watch it the other.
It was ass balls.
Dude, it did not do it justice. So because you've never seen this before, I'm gonna play the very first. I played a replay. I normally don't do replays of the same episode, but I played a replay for Burley, which was my favorite growing up. It was called The Tale of Laughing in the Dark, about a clown and a fun house and stuff like that, which was my favorite episode.
Hold on.
But I'm gonna play for you the very first episode that ever aired on Are You Afraid of the Dark tonight, because it was just a great, it was a good episode, and it was the one that started it all. But yeah, poor Trumpet didn't really join until I don't remember that for a second. He didn't really join the Are You Afraid of the Dark gang until like season 3, I think, because the episode he said, "Oh, I remember an episode about a werewolf," and it was just crap. It was so the first season was so good. The writing was so good. The actors were actually decent. I say decent. Well, when you see this first one, you're not going to be like, really like, oh, that's a cheese ball. But anyways, that's what we're going to do right now. Are you guys ready to watch this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, the first thing we need to do is hold on. Yeah, we need to turn off some lights. But let me before the audio gets shared here, let me get over the first ad here so you don't have to deal with that.
I do love your impression of Trumpet's voice.
My skeleton when I'm not asleep.
Yeah.
And I've told him this before. I'm like a baritone, and he's a soprano or whatever.
Yeah,
So I'm
you-
like, dude,
No, I'm pretty sure Meat Sticks is soprano. You can tell.
no trumpet. What? No,
There's a joke there. It's a solid joke because he's Italian. You're Italian, right?
Jesus.
No, okay. Well, he looks Italian. What are
see,
you?
that was your first mistake.
Hold on, let me guess. Hold on. Okay, let me look at the hair. Are you Dominican?
Dominican? No. No. It's
You don't
very
have to reveal.
What's your family lineage? I need to know.
killing you, huh?
Yeah, it's
You don't have to reveal anything you don't want to reveal
All right,
on this.
I gotta watch how much I put up on the internet.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I just hear a Brooklyn accent, brother. That's all I hear.
I
And
hear
I'm
the
like,
accent. I'm judging.
Sometimes the New York accent comes out.
you know. I tell you what I do like. What I do love about you is every time I've heard you a couple of times on trumpets and I maybe a couple other people's live streams. You always sound, and it makes sense because you're a New Yorker. Is you always sound so sharp and so quick witted, and I'm like, that dude sounds on it, man. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And it's because you guys are just good at talking, and so I've always appreciated that about. I'm a born and raised Texas native, man. So
And that's why he picks up haters, man. I mean,
yeah, haters, man. There's always gonna be haters out there, man. But I
Yeah,
was telling Burley, I was like, hey, this dude's
I-
sharp,
I-
man. He's a sharp dude.
barbecue. I enjoyed that. I've been to several other barbecue joints in parts of Texas, around the Dallas and Austin areas, San Antonio.
Yeah, come to Houston, bro.
Houston gets a little. Houston, so it sounds good, like Orange, Texas, and all that, but then you start to get these stories about what goes on in Houston.
Houston rules, dude. I will defend Houston till I die. I love Houston.
Yeah, right on, man. But well, thank you for being here, young man. So how the rest of the night's gonna play out? If you feel like commentating throughout the thing and making fun of it like a Mystery Science Theater 3000, have at it. If you just want to chill and relax and watch the show, just because it doesn't sound like you've seen it before. But this was a big part of my childhood, and that's why I like to share the show. And I watch it on Twitch is because whenever you do it in this format like this here, where we're sitting over here on the side like this, you don't get copy slapped, and you never get, I'll put it up on YouTube as a replay, but it's still copyrighted. And sometimes it shows up on my playlist, and some of them don't. I don't understand it. It still says it's blocked in some countries, but maybe you guys know this. Do you know why? I mean, some of them will show up on my playlist and some of them won't. Burley,
I've
anybody?
never had this issue. It's either a copyright strike, but it's usually like, we can't show your video in Bolivia. And I'm like, okay, I don't think I have any fans in Bolivia. So
Yeah.
we're good. Yeah.
I had one that said we can't show it in Russia because of the song that I was playing. I was
Mhm.
like, I mean, I wasn't really trying to broadcast it to
It
Russia.
was definitely a David Hasselhoff song.
Yeah.
Right on. I get it because he's big over there. I get it. Cool, man.
Also, can I say this one more thing? I
Yeah.
didn't realize that last week's episode was your favorite, and I was just talking and shitting on it the whole time. I'm sorry, bud.
No, dude, I've seen it 1,000 times. I did
Okay.
my very first live stream on Twitch with Ari Afraid of the Dark was that episode.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but the only reason why I'm doing the replays is because I want you guys to enjoy something that's good. I mean, in my opinion, it's good.
It's a blast from the past for sure.
No offense, Trumpet. That werewolf episode was just like,
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
it
I
is what
remember
it is.
But,
No doubt. But that's why unfortunately you jumped off before we got to watch the
yeah, I
next
fell asleep.
episode.
You should have changed it. You should watch something different.
No, I wanted to watch it. I got to see it through, man. I'm
But
a
at least you got
I
to see
follow.
it, though.
But yeah. But that's why I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you can watch a little bit of this and see the difference in quality in the writing, in the acting, and all that good stuff. Well, the acting not so much, but there's this one actor who in there who he's been in several episodes, and he's probably the best actor. He's an older dude. Anyways, he's been in a lot of stuff, and you mentioned this on the last time, Burley. But anyways, let's get the mood set here, guys. Let's turn this light off.
Turn off my lights.
If you want to turn off your lights, you're more than welcome to.
Hell yeah.
You guys are lame, man.
No, I did
Everybody's
it.
like-
I turned off all the lights except for to see my beautiful face.
No, everybody. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna leave the CCs on just in case there's any kind of like audio,
Yeah.
all that kind of fun stuff. They're still.
I sure hope the jizz doctor's still out.
I'm glad he's becoming a
He
regular.
rules. He rules, by the way.
Hey, but before we start the show, I do want to thank you all very much for coming on tonight and keeping me company. And it's great to have you on Real Meat Stick. Thank you so much for being here. And if you can stick around, great. If you got to jump off, you do whatever you got to do. But as soon as the episode's over, we pretty much just say, "Hey, thanks for coming out. Have a great time. We had a great time, and we'll catch you next time." And by the end of the credits, we just kind of end the show. So one last time, give me Burley. You're at the top of the list. Give me your shout out of your at.
Follow at Burley Rage. It's right there on the screen. If you're listening, at Burley_Rage, and on everything else, it's at Rage and Pillage Pod. Check it out.
Meat Stick, you're up.
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The Real Meat Stick, and at Real Meat Stick.
Trumpet.
At TrumpetMaster77, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and what's that other one? Oh my goodness. TikTok.
Beautiful.
TikTok.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for being here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark in the Dark? And this is the tale of the Phantom Cab.
About how old were you when you started watching this, Reels?
11?
So this was super creepy, right? Yeah, I remember. I think I was about that age too when I caught a couple episodes at a friend's house.
Hi, Robin.
We're called the Midnight Society.
I was a Robin.
Separately, we're very different. We like different things. We go to different schools, and we have different friends. But one thing draws us together: the dark. Each week, we gather around this fire to share our fears and our strange and scary tales. It's what got us together, and it's what keeps bringing us back. This is a warning to all who join us. You're going to leave the comfort of the light and step into the world of the supernatural.
Satan!
Hey, watch it, man. Sure.
Frank Moore, you're here to be considered as a new member of the Midnight Society.
Yeah, what's with the blindfold?
This meeting place is secret? Yeah, and you're not in yet.
Swell.
Who sponsors Frank?
I do. He's a good guy. Yeah, but can he tell a good story?
Who said that?
Is there any way you could turn it up
Your
just
member, you
slightly,
have to
brother?
tell us a scary tale.
There we go.
Then we vote. And it has to be unanimous or you're not in. You ready?
Hey, I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Ooh, I'm scared now.
Yo, take this thing off.
Sorry. Not unless you get in.
You're the sponsor, Dave. You got to start it.
Why are they blindfolding the Native
Remember how to
American
do it?
child around the campfire?
Just say the word.
Anytime.
Okay, let's do it. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. I call this story The Tale of the Phantom Cab. Denny and Buzz were brothers. Denny was big, strong, and smart. Buzz was, well, kind of a geek who wanted to prove himself to his big brother. What neither guy knew was that on this hiking trip, Buzz was going to get the chance.
Are you noticing a lot of French names in the credits? Not that one, obviously. I noticed a lot of French names.
Oh, that's supposed to
where
be
are
why
we,
it's so
Tonto?
good.
This is strange.
They call
We're
somebody
lost, aren't
Tonto.
we? Don't sweat, Denny. I know how to plot a course. You never trust me. I did trust you, and you got us lost, Cheeseball.
We're not lost.
Watch it! Great lame wad. Now we're lost and we can't read the map. You are such a loser.
I'm not a loser. And we're not lost. Look, there's the ridge we came up on. We could circle back and take the red trail. Man, this is whacked.
Watch the edge.
Whoa!
Watch the edge.
Grab my hand.
Stallone status right here. Right cliffhanger.
Grab me, you jerk.
The raccoon in Ace Ventura.
A little hot in these rhinos.
Save the compass.
I should have let you fall. The guys really were lost. It was just a pain at first, but nighttime was coming on fast, and it was getting cold.
She's an asshole.
It doesn't make sense.
I have an older brother, so I get it.
I'm an only child.
You
so-
even know how to use this?
Give me a break. We've been going south for hours. We should have been in town by now. Look, the needle points north and we're headed south. What can I say?
That the way you always hold it?
Yeah, so?
Your belt buckle, genius. It's metal. The needle's always gonna point to it because it's a magnet.
Magnitude is
Yeah.
dick,
Uh-oh.
bitch.
We've been going the wrong way all day. Now we're lost and it's freezing. You are worthless.
No, I know this place. We've got to be close to town.
Great acting.
Slow down.
For sure. Good old 90s.
Yeah.
There's
Low
trail up
budget.
here. Come on.
Have you ever looked up where all these are filmed? It has to be all in the same place.
My backyard.
Yeah.
I should pound you.
Look. Someone's coming.
Maybe it's a ranger.
Or maybe it's a hiker that knows his way back to town.
I hope he's got a blanket. I'm freezing.
Me too.
Forget it. You can freeze.
Maybe it's a maniac killer in a hockey mask who's gonna slash us.
Casey Jones?
Or maybe you should stay here and let me do the talking. Hey, hello? Who's there? Oh, turn off the brights. Hello?
Who is that?
Here?
I'm Buzz, and this is Denny. We got lost and we can't find the trail back to town.
Easy, Toad.
Another
You're not a ranger, are you?
Ranger? No, not me. I'm a traveler, same as you.
I don't recognize him.
Lynn's the name.
He's got that face. But I
So
don't
what are you doing
recognize
up here? You lost too?
Lost? Me? Oh, you might say that. Though I suppose I couldn't be truly lost. I know these woods too well.
We far from town?
Farther than you know, my friend. Farther than you know.
So can you help us get back?
Me?
Yeah, I don't see anybody else here.
You guys look half frozen. Tell you what. You follow me, and I'll lead you to someone who can help you.
Wait.
I wouldn't go with him. He gives me the creeps.
You got a better idea? Don't worry. I can handle this too.
Brian Dooley.
Anything else you've been
Why
in?
don't you just tell us how to get back?
Too far. You never find your way in the dark.
So who's this guy you're taking us to?
Back to it.
Good doctor. He's got a cottage a little ways up here.
In the woods? What kind of a doctor lives in the woods?
Patience, boys. You'll see. By the way, how are you guys at solving riddles?
Riddles? Why?
Just asking. Just asking. There you go, boys. Home of the good doctor. Just like I promised. You guys
Portrait
thought
of
I
a
was
killer?
joking, didn't you?
Who lives here? The seven dwarfs?
There's just one thing, guys. Before you go asking the doctor for help,
Cool.
make sure you really need it.
Boys of St. Vincent.
Why?
Well, sometimes the price he charges is a little steep.
Lots of cartoons. All right, you know what? You know what?
So why don't you just tell us how? Yo, Flynn,
This is creepy. Let's bolt.
to where? We're lost, remember?
You're not going in there.
What else are we gonna do? It's freezing.
Why do
Maybe
they
he's
have
got a
different
phone.
accents? He's got like a real. Now I'm kind of into it.
Back off, would you?
I'm sorry I got us lost, Danny.
Don't worry, I'll smack you when we get home.
Shot.
What's
Take
that?
the tree, boss.
Flynn, I know it's you. He's trying to scare us.
He's doing a good job. That can't be him, too.
Probably a raccoon.
That's no raccoon. Danny, what's going on? Danny,
Come on.
what's there?
I don't know. Open up!
You boys have made a very grave mistake. I don't suppose either of you are any good at riddles.
I think we have the wrong house. Bye.
Boys, you've made a mistake. If you're at my door at this time of night, you've taken a wrong turn and lost your way, correct?
Yeah.
Happens all the time. Come in, get warm.
This is how you get into Kevin Spacey's house.
Vink's the name, Dr. Vink.
Dr. Fink?
Vink with a v. Who wants tea? I do. Hot tea on a cold night.
In the
Perfect.
90s, kids weren't really scared of pedophiles.
Flynn
huh?
said you could help us find a way to
Seriously,
get
we'll
back
go in
to
this
the-
house.
Natural
Fuck it.
science. That's why I'm here, in case you're wondering. I've dedicated my life to studying flora and fauna.
Who?
There are many strange and wonderful things that occur in nature, but no one takes the time to really look and study. Observe.
This guy's a nutbag.
Behold, a true wonder of nature. The brain of a wild boar.
Ew. Cool.
I've discovered that long after the body dies, the brain still gives off electric impulses. Can you imagine if that energy could be harnessed? And I am not a nutbag.
Look, our parents are probably going nuts by now. And,
Riddles. How are you boys at riddles?
Doc, we're tired and we just want to go home.
Indeed. But first, a riddle. Try this one.
What's short, fat,
How
and full of
far
cum?
can you walk into the woods?
Me.
We don't
Yeah,
want the riddles.
You must. Riddles exercise your brain. And where would you be with no brain?
I don't know. Ask the wild boar.
Halfway.
Say what?
He asked how far he can walk into the woods. Halfway. After that, you'd be walking out.
Good. Very good. You
Nerd.
I'm gonna call our folks.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
We've only just begun.
No, I think we're done.
I've heard this script before. What's
Play
his
by my
name?
rules.
Father McCreary?
But we don't play.
Guys,
What do you want?
Another riddle. Here's the deal. I ask you a riddle, and if you solve it, you can call your parents.
These were the
And if
OG
you
ones,
don't
though.
solve it,
Yeah, this is the original pedophiles.
Then you leave.
oh yeah.
That's it? We just leave?
Simple, no?
let's do it. I'm good at riddles.
Okay, what's the riddle?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, what riddle? Let's see. There's the. No, not that one. Maybe the.
Wasn't Gandalf played by a gay dude?
Ah,
Yes.
the perfect choice. This is a riddle that has perplexed many and confounded even more. Now, young
I
lads,
can't,
it's
dude.
your
You got a
to solve it.
direct line to my funny bone.
Here we go. Oh, what is it that has no weight, can be seen by the naked eye, and if you put it in a barrel, it would make the barrel lighter?
I hate riddles.
Okay, it's weightless. It can be seen by the naked eye, and if put in a barrel, would make the barrel lighter.
So?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're getting molested.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I knew you wouldn't get it.
And then cast it in
Wait,
school
that
ties.
riddle was too hard. Give us another one.
You had your chance and failed, like all the others.
Others? What others?
Go away. You know where the door is.
But we're lost.
Take a left on the trail, follow it to the dirt road, and wait. A taxi cab will pick you up.
A cab? In the woods?
Comes by every night. Hurry, or you'll miss it.
Come on, Doc. Just let us use the phone.
There is one way, I suppose.
I've heard this before.
What's that?
You can leave me
You don't even say anything. I knew
a
you.
specimen.
A specimen?
Yeah. Just pour it right
You're
here.
much smarter than your brother gives you credit for.
Stop it.
What kind of specimen?
Something I can use in my experiments.
Oh boy.
Something valuable. Something fresh.
Yep.
Something like
You are thieves. Pedophile only wants like super clever kids. Needs to answer all the riddles first.
goodbye for now.
Uh oh. Joel Osteen.
Wait a minute. No fair. You can't put a riddle in a story that can't be solved.
Maybe it can.
Yeah, right. It's weightless. You can see it, and if you put it in a barrel, it makes the barrel lighter. No way.
Sounds like one of those riddles you can't solve. That's a cheat.
No.
Hey, is that
Maybe
Calista
it can be
Flockhart?
solved.
Maybe you should all
Probably.
just lighten up and let me finish the story.
It is her.
Thank you.
From
So-
Road Trip?
Danny and
No,
Buzz
Clarissa.
beat feet back into the woods.
No.
All they
Melissa.
wanted was to get as far away from Dr. Vink as
She was in
possible.
Road Trip.
Hey, Danny!
She played the girlfriend he was trying to get back to.
Was that somebody's hand?
You saw it. The guy's a lunatic. As soon as we get home, I'm calling the cops.
We're still lost, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You really think a cab's gonna come by?
Get real. There's no cabs in the woods.
Oh.
Right on time, bitch. What's your thoughts, Meat Stick? Know where
He
you're at.
wasn't lying. It's a taxi cab.
Are you enjoying it so far, Meat Stick? What's your first?
Who's not enjoying this? Anyway, this is scary to anybody.
Take you gotta go back in the Wayback Machine when you're like 9 or 10.
Yeah, man. That's
Wow.
what it's all about.
It's the Wayback Machine when we had fears.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
When you were a kid, would this scare you? Well,
Not a-
no.
The
Well,
only
yeah.
is like the Gandalf house that they just came from.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Well, tell me what's one of your biggest fears,
As an adult or as a kid?
kid?
That's tough. I don't recall.
I think ghosts were my biggest fear. I really believed in them back then. Yeah.
Were you scared of clowns?
No.
Okay.
I think it was more like Return of the Living Dead type of stuff.
Zombie
Zombies?
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I love a good zombie movie. Hell yeah.
Okay. I've got a zombie episode. I've never done this before. I've never run 2 back to back, but I know I don't know what time it is over there.
I'm here for the night. He's at 1:30 over there.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's pretty late. I've never run 2 back to back, but I'm open to it. If I've got a zombie Are You Afraid of the Dark episode lined up, if you're interested, I can pull that one up. But let me know.
Let's finish this. Let's see these kids get molested real quick.
Okay,
That's what
cool.
Yeah, they're getting in the bang bus.
Yeah.
Man, are we ever glad you came by. Take us into town.
I think I may have been too sheltered.
Our parents will pay the fare when we get home.
This was scary to me growing up.
Don't worry. I know you're good for it.
Flynn!
I figured I'd run into you guys again. Guess you didn't solve the riddle.
How do you know? Who are you?
I give a ride to folks who can't answer Dr. Vink's riddles. Happened to me around 40 years ago.
Whoa, slow down.
40 years ago?
Mm-hmm. I gave Dr. Vink a ride up here in my cab. He offered me a big tip if I could solve the riddle. I couldn't, so he took a specimen from me.
What kind of specimen?
You didn't see it at his house? Oh boy, I think it's one of his favorites.
What is it?
It's not what it is, it's what it was.
Oh! He took your hand?
I got off easy. For 40 years I've been bringing folks up to Dr. Vink's, hoping they can solve the riddle. But they don't, so they all end up here with me.
What happens to them?
Hey, Dr. Vink's needs his specimens.
You're a lying sack.
Whoa.
First of all, you're not that old.
Didn't I tell you? Before the good doctor got his specimen, had myself a nasty little accident. Crashed into this big old tree. You might say, I sort of died.
Stop the car! Stop the car!
They all die, just like me. Every night I have the same accident with a different fare. It's kind of a curse. You probably heard some of my fares up around Dr. Vink's house.
The bushes! They were ghosts!
Nobody can leave until someone solves Dr. Vink's riddle. I was hoping the two of you could do, somehow break the spell. Oh, well, wait till you see the accident we're going to have. Oh, it's going to be a real doozy.
This is your fault. You said you could solve the riddle.
Still got time. We don't crash for another, 30 seconds. Think fast, boys.
Think!
Okay. It's weightless.
Is your
You can
mind
see
racing
by
too,
the
Meat
eye.
Stick?
There's
Trying to
foot in
figure
the
out what
barrel.
this fucking riddle is?
It'll make the barrel lighter.
Hear what it is.
We're dead. We're dead!
I can't think like this.
You have to. It's helium. Helium will make the barrel lighter.
But you can't see helium.
Won't be long now.
What can you see that's weightless?
Nothing. Air. But you can't see air. Or can you? Wait a second. There's a trick here. You can't put something in the barrel to make it lighter. You have to take something out. If you take something out of the barrel itself, it'll be lighter.
Wait till you see the explosion we're gonna make.
I got it! I know the answer!
What is it?
It's weightless. You can see it, and if you put it in a barrel, it'll make the barrel lighter.
Say it!
It's a hole! It's a hole in the barrel!
Here we go!
I can't hate myself more for not figuring that out.
We didn't crash. We're alive.
Where's the cab?
It's gone. We broke the curse. We're saved.
Could be gay.
We didn't break the curse. You did. Nice going. But you're still a loser.
Here comes the Dragula.
Oh man, not again.
You Denny and Buzz Crocker?
Yeah.
Your parents have been going nuts looking for you. The whole town's in an uproar. Come on, get in.
I miss the 90s. Fuck the seatbelt.
What are you boys doing here anyway?
Tell me something. How are you at riddles?
No one ever saw the phantom cab again. And when the boys brought the police back to Dr. Vink's cottage, all that was left was an old stone foundation covered with weeds. The end.
I forgot about Chief Can't See.
And now the vote.
Is he gonna vote him in?
Thumbs up means Frank's in. Thumbs down, he's not. And it has to be unanimous.
See how racist they are.
David?
Dude, you're so-
Kiki?
Kiki's cool with it. We're good.
Betty Ann? Kristen? Eric?
Where's he from?
And me.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Congratulations, Frank.
What about
Welcome to the
him?
Midnight Society.
Are you afraid of the dark?
He's been around, huh?
No.
Right. That's
There's
Rufio.
been more cameos in the episodes.
Oh, I saw Alicia Cuthbert in there, and I'm like, oh yeah.
What do you guys think? I
That
know.
was good. That was better than the clown one.
Really better than the clown one.
I like that one better than the clown one.
I think it's because you just didn't get the riddle. That's why you. That's why you like.
I got stuck into the goddamn riddle.
I mean, you guys want to watch another one?
I'm down. I don't know about
Or
you.
What do you think? Mean Stick, how you feeling?
One more, and then I gotta. Then I gotta cut it.
Okay, I want to show him the clown one because it's the concept to me that's scary.
Do it. We can do it again. I'll have more
I know,
jokes.
I know.
I'll have more jokes. I'm good for that.
Are the
At the
jokes
very
killing it
least.
for you?
On Pikmin. Pikmin can come in all shapes and
Mean
sizes.
Sticks, are they-
Bless you. Pikmin
No,
are the best
just-
group of buds and
Look, I want to make jokes. There's a lot of commentary I put in there, but
Do it.
no, it's being recorded, and it'll be there,
Ah,
and it'll
man.
follow me wherever I go.
You gotta turn that filter off, bro. Nobody knows your name other than Meat Stick.
I got that PTSD problem.
I'm the same way, man. Okay. Are you wait, let me ask you this. Did you ever are vampires scary to you?
Vampire scared me? What do you mean?
Are you scared? I
Scary
mean,
to
are
you.
vampires scary to you?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
I think we go zombie. Is there a zombie episode?
Those zombies.
I mean, it's cheeseball zombie though. Like I'm trying to go psychological with you.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff, what I'm noticing, seems like it was filmed in Canada.
Most likely.
When you brought up the part earlier, how everything has like a French last name.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing.
It's very French Canadian.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I see a midget at the bottom right.
Where?
Yes, you've never seen the Tale of Jake and the Leprechaun?
Oh,
That's got to be funny.
we love midgets.
Okay,
Everybody loves midgets.
okay. Even if you don't get scared, let's do a little bit of laughter. Okay, at least you'll laugh. Okay,
If this is not called the Lollipop Guild, I'm pissed.
it's called The Tale of Jake and the Leprechaun.
Hell yeah, dude.
First time I've ever.
Did you ever see Leprechaun in Space?
Never see what?
Leprechaun in Space. Do you remember all the Leprechaun movies?
No,
There's a Leprechaun in Space.
like I watched 1 and 2, and then
Oh,
that
no.
was it. Because part 3 was like in the hood, right?
Yeah, then they go to space.
No, thank you. I love Warwick Davis, but poor guy, man. I mean,
He's
I get
making-
it. You need
Poor
work.
guy, he's making more money than all three of us.
Oh, dude, I heard that Willow TV show on Disney was just like woke bullshit. 100%.
Did he get a paycheck?
Well, of course he got a paycheck, but
Gives a
I don't.
fuck, man.
I don't support that crap, man. I don't.
Dude, none of that shit bothers me because I don't even vote. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
No,
Yeah,
it bothers.
Warwick Davis is a $10 million net worth. He's good to go.
No, I love Willow. You know, my wife was making fun of me. She's like, "Oh, let's watch," because I had Wayne's World in the queue. I was like, "Hey, we haven't watched this in a while. Let's watch this tonight." And she's like, "Oh, that's good. You always want to watch something gay, like what's that stupid movie with all the dwarfs in it, where they're like wizards and stuff? Willow?" She goes, "Yeah, that's some stupid shit."
You want to talk about some woke shit? Have you seen the clips from the new Snow White?
No, but I'm well aware of it. I keep up with these guys.
Blow your goddamn mind. It's gonna blow your goddamn mind.
It's gonna blow my mind.
They have the entire rainbow coalition of races. Not one of them are dwarves.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that much.
People. But it's it's wild.
And that the stupid main actress keeps like talking shit about the film and like just like ruining like all the publicity. And she's like, "Well, it's just some dude who stalks Snow White the whole time." She's yeah, dude.
I do want to throw it out there. I did not give a fuck that Little Mermaid was black. It's a mermaid. They don't exist. It doesn't fucking matter. Right? But I just thought the 7 dwarves should be dwarves. I just
at
thought
least,
that.
at least, right?
At the very least,
at the very least,
yeah,
for sure. I agree 100%. So yeah, that's our politics for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the real life perspective politics segment. Thank you, Burley. That's all I'm about. I mean, I could go on and on about that crap, but
hey, at least you didn't freeze up like McConnell, right? You rolled with it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, because I don't care. I don't.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about politics. I just keep up with it so I can make fun of it. That's
well,
it.
I follow those guys, and I wholeheartedly. There's like so much stuff that I won't go watch and support because I know what it's all about and the agenda is and all that kind of stuff. And I know there's stuff that I've got little kids, and there's stuff I will not let my kids watch because of like the new Ninja Turtles movie. I fucking hate Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen can suck a donkey dick. I hate him.
What's wrong with Ninja Turtles?
What's wrong with it? He ruined the franchise. That's the problem.
I didn't, dude. Until you mentioned it at the top of the show, I didn't know that there was a new Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he went off and made so wholesome 80s Ninja Turtles. They're respectable. They're kids who are wanting to learn and grow and be mature and learn the ninja way and be respectful to their elders of
Big
Splinter.
Big screen
What?
us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people are watching us. Yeah.
The total of 1 viewer. Thanks, Jizz. Jizz is watching
rules.
this.
Jizz fucking rules.
Yeah, if he's still here. So yeah, fucking
Ninja Turtles, wholesome,
and then even with the series, it was good. It just got even better. I even watched this episode where they did this blend with that really weird boxy Ninja Turtles series where they did this like mend where this blend where they brought back the OG Ninja Turtle voice actors with
Yeah.
the OG 80s Ninja Turtles, right? And it's great because they go to inner dimensions and things like that. And it's great because that Donatello is actually the Raphael voice and all kinds of fun stuff. But this new Seth Rogen thing, it's all about freaking they're idiots. They're idiots in the movie. They're disrespectful to Splinter. They're just like, "Oh, whatever, dad," blah, 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 like pretty much like kids nowadays are. They're
Yeah.
just spoiled, entitled little shits, which we are trying to raise our kids not to be. And not only that, they throw out little things like Splinter apparently has been in love with a male scumbug character this whole time, and we talked about this on the last one. Yeah, he's in love with this male character and then once somebody outed him, they said, "Oh, that was a publicity accident," because it even says on the poster, "Scumbug as himself."
I remember you telling me about this. Okay,
Yes.
I blacked out. I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you said you didn't care because you know whatever.
I don't, dude. I don't give a shit about like if you're gay, be gay. I don't give a shit. It's the trans thing that makes me weirded out, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah, but well, I don't like pushing these little bitty, and that's the thing. Everybody, that's the argument everybody has. What's the big deal? It's just a little bit of thing. It's just this little bitty thing, right? Well, you got this little bitty thing, and this little bitty thing, and this little bitty thing, all happen simultaneously. That's going to raise an impression on an impressionable kids, and that's what bothers me.
Oh, I got a weird question. I got a weird question. Ties into the show. Do you think your parents would have had a problem with that whole situation where that old man wouldn't let those two little boys go until they entered a riddle?
No, it's the 80s. 80s. Parents didn't give a shit, man. They're just like,
okay,
dude.
80s parents are like, fuck it.
I swear, I was 4 or 5 years old watching Children of the Corn.
Oh, nice.
Kid you, yeah, dude. My parents did not give a shit. That was the babysitter in my house. So I was desensitized to all that stuff. So horror movies do nothing for me nowadays. As far as I need psychological, I need something smart. You know what I mean? To really get my horror juices flowing. But yeah. So, anyways,
sorry.
Real life perspective, Hollywood political segment, part 2.
My bad. Anyway. That's on me. Blame Burley.
Yeah, no. I'll talk about it. I got no problem with that. But let's go back to making fun of midgets.
Press again. You'll just press play. Yeah.
Oh no, I'll wait for you. But anyways, so yeah. Anyways, so you just learned a little bit more about me. Real Meat Stick. This is a real life perspective show late night show where we talk about whatever. And so, the real life. And that's the other thing. And everybody makes fun of me. They're like, why you wear 3D glass? You know what's funny? I went to a Comic-Con and there was some dude who was like, hey man, why are you wearing 3D glasses? Life is already in 3D. And I'm like, dude, you're at a Comic-Con and you're making fun of me for 3D glasses when everybody else wears any kind of get up you can think of, and they poke fun at me for wearing 3D glasses. People are funny, man. People are so funny, and it's funny because he wound up being a cosplayer himself. He's I'm not in costume right now. You know who he looked like? Senor Chang from Community. He was also in The Hangover.
Yeah.
That's who that
real
guy
doctor,
reminds me.
By the way, real doctor.
Yeah, smart dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I've seen his wee woo from The Hangover. I can't ever get over that now. But I love that guy. He's super. I forget his real name. What's his real name?
Dr.
You might know. You know who we're talking about? Meat Stick.
I know. I'm the guy from The Hangover.
Yeah, little Chinese dude.
Yep.
He's also in The Mask, The Masked Singer.
From The Mask.
Yeah, from The Masked Singer. One of those guys. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm
so
just gonna look up Asian hangover. We need to know the answer to this.
okay, yeah, let's fact check that.
Ken Jeong, Dr. Ken Jeong. That's it.
Ken Jeong. That's it.
Very nice young man. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 2 of the real life perspective late night show of Are You Afraid of the Dark? And you guys can giggle all you want and feel free to just make comments all you want because this is a fun, and this guy was also in Willow. He was me, gosh. I will just say that.
Oh my gosh.
He was me. I guess I should have saved that to see if you could fact check it, but you know.
I believe
but
you.
yeah.
I only saw Willow once.
Oh, okay. Well, he
Yeah.
was his best friend. And that's episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, the tale of Jake and the Leprechaun.
Meat Six, like, what the fuck?
Well, it's that's what they do when they throw the little sparkle on the flame. They're like, I call this story the tale of Jake.
Oh,
and the
you
Leprechaun.
definitely nailed it. It's just, dude, that's the most iconic, one of the most iconic intros ever. Just the match in the hand. The other shit I can give a fuck about, but the Are You Afraid of the Dark match in the hand is pretty iconic.
I guess everybody knows.
From
that
my
Frank
childhood,
was
at least.
supposed to tell tonight's story.
I
We
love the
have an
music.
unusual situation, and he's agreed to pass the bag to Eric. Eric.
My grandfather died this week.
Turn it up a little bit, brother.
He was from Ireland, and he used to tell these neat stories from Era. He'd act out all the different parts, and he used a new voice for each character. Before he died, he gave me his hat. He said, Eric, my lad, guard it well. It's blessed with the power of the pixies.
What's a pixie?
Well, they were Papa used to call fairies. He said, lad, if they always acted fair, I'd call them fairies. Papa was our kind of guy. He'd only tell stories about the evil ones. And he had this great one about Kelpie, a kind of water horse that invited little kids to hop on its back so we could swim out into the ocean and eat them. But I think that Pop-Up's favorite pixies.
We called it, by the way, dude.
That's where he said he got his hat.
These things,
What is a leprechaun?
these were all filmed in British Columbia and Quebec.
Yeah.
We called it.
And they dress all in green, and they wear strange little hats like this one.
How'd your grandfather get the hat?
Well, he said he got it in a trade. If a person offers a pixie a trade, they can't refuse no matter how bad a deal it is. All you have to do is
Wish you
say
could turn
mine
it up
be
a
yours, and yours be mine. Anyway, this was one of Pop-Up's favorite stories, so I'm gonna try to tell it the way he did. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight
I guess
Society.
it defaults to that
I
lower
call
level.
this story
Did you hear what we
The
figured
Tale
out
of
while you were
Jake
gone?
and the Leprechaun.
No, what'd you figure out?
All filmed in Quebec.
Quebec.
Yep,
Where's Quebec?
Canada, French people.
Oh,
I
nice.
knew it.
Stop that screaming, lad, or I'll eat out your liver. Now, why would a vile creature like you pick on a poor boy like this? Aye, Seamus Doyle, you stay out of this. I've come to take what's mine. Stand aside, boy. The battle's just begun.
Sorry.
Sorry. All
Somebody help me
Canadians
with
say
this word.
sorry. That was a play the whole time.
What happened?
Let's break for the night, everyone. Good work.
Jake Joyce wanted to be an actor more than anything else. His big break came when he landed the lead in Will o' the Wisp, a magical play about leprechauns and goblins. It was Jake's first play, and unfortunately, it was going to be his last.
Lucy! Lucy! I need my tea. I need me tea. Just the thing. Just the thing.
If you watch enough of these on Paramount Plus,
What's that
you will
stuff Aaron's always
appreciate
drinking?
in October.
tea. His
I'm going
own
to play
recipe.
a PC
says it helps
version
him be
game
creative.
of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
It must work. He's brilliant.
You'll get the
Think that
feel.
stuff would help me?
Great.
I'm not doing
Oh,
so
man.
hot.
I think you're doing just fine, Jakey.
My son's name is Jake. We call him
Here's the
Jakey too.
recipe, but I doubt you'll find the ingredients.
I hope he doesn't turn out
Aaron
like
has
this
his own
red-
stash,
this
and I don't think he'll share.
Jake! Oh, Jake!
Thanks, Lucy.
Good luck.
So even that Weinberg guy
Jake
that we
Miller.
saw a second ago,
I feel
he's a
inspired.
Canadian television producer.
Let's practice the jig.
Which one?
Sure.
The producer of this show is Ronald A. Weinberg,
Look at this place.
Canadian
Yeah.
television
Over 100
producer.
years old.
Oh,
This
They're
is
as
all
old as
Canadian.
I am.
folks. Yeah,
well, it's okay.
Shut your eyes.
I mean, if you like communism, but whatever.
Feel the magic of the stage. The power of
Who
the
doesn't?
theater. Let it transport
Hey, Jamie
you
Kennedy
into
said it
another
best.
realm
Don't be hating.
and make you into a magician.
Take a good long drink, sugar, so you stay pretty and fresh.
Hello? Anybody here?
Oh Jesus!
Whoa.
You're looking at me like I was a saint, but heed me words. You're the one who has the glamour.
I might be afraid of midgets.
I'm sorry. It's just what do you
This
mean?
is scary to you.
I have the
Yeah. As soon as that
Nothing
thing
at
popped
all,
up in the
just
bushes.
a feeling.
Oh Jesus!
Sean O'Shane is the name. Remember it. You might be needing me.
If I did meet an
What
Irish
is it I
midget,
can
I
do
would
for ya?
assume leprechaun.
oh yeah. I'm looking for some special herbs to make tea.
Science,
Do you
dude.
carry these?
You've come to the
No
right
doubt.
place. Me herb got in is one of the bluebells, foxgloves, and ragweed. How dare you bring this here?
It's just
You'll not be getting such herbs here. A pox upon you for asking.
it's just for tea.
I know what it's for. Off with you. Off.
Oh, he's got the wonk leg too. Oh, both wonk legs. He has Ronald McDonald feet.
Take his soul and grind it whole, and eat it with a fish. The boy be mine for all of time. This is what I wish.
This is more pedophile type shit. This
Yep.
show is really pedo shit. Yeah.
Please.
You can
Make
turn
me a
anything
leprechaun.
into pedophile
The
stuff.
goblin can come back any minute.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's a
Hurry.
gift I have.
You'll never be a boy again.
I don't care.
You'll never be a boy again.
Then dance with me
See?
and speak as I speak. The fairy ring does dance and sing, the mortal bloom a dying.
The fairy rings dance and sing. The mortal gloom a dying thing.
Now turn me into spirit bright and leave behind the human light.
Turn me now into a spirit bright and leave behind the human plight? What? What's happening?
Keep going on. Don't stop now. You're on to something.
No, stop!
Stop it.
All right. That's enough. That's all, everybody. Good day. Jake, my lad. You've got to let yourself go. What's happening to you now is the stuff of genius. Trust me.
But my voice changed. I changed. It was scary.
It was wonderful.
I don't like it.
Jake, you've got to understand. When you're making magic up here, it's like you've got the glamour.
Glamour.
You have the gift, boy. Use it.
Mr. Shaney, it's me.
Ah, go away. You're not welcome here.
Please, I need to know about those herbs.
I am sure you do, but I can see through you like hard crystal. Leave me be.
Please, listen to me.
You're taking me for a fool, and Sean O'Shaney is anything but a fool. Good day.
But something weird is happening to me. You saw it? It's like I'm changing.
These kids get molested in the show.
I've let you in to say your piece, so get on with it.
Okay, I'm in this play. It's about a leprechaun who saves me from a goblin by turning me into a leprechaun too.
Go on.
But it's like the more we rehearse, the stranger I feel.
Let me hit my
Last time my
gun.
voice even changed. It was scary. Aaron said that
Aaron?
he's a leprechaun. He told me it was because I had the glamour. That's what you called it too. This sounds dumb. Maybe I'm just nervous about the play.
You really don't know about these herbs, do you?
Just that Aaron uses them to make tea.
Oh, he does he?
Smoke these
Herbs
ads.
can be very powerful if used by those who know how. And if you know how to get them.
How'd you get those?
A trade with a Springer. Yours be mine and mine be yours was all it took. Cost me my favorite toothpick.
Yours be mine and mine be yours? Sounds like a line from our play.
When did you say this play of yours is?
We open tomorrow night. Last rehearsal's tomorrow at noon. Why? You want to come?
I wouldn't miss it for all the suds in Dublin.
Weak.
Then dance with me. And speak as I speak.
Jesus, his little running. That's the creepiest thing about him.
The fairy ring does dance and sing, the motto bloom a dying thing.
Saints and stars.
The fairy rings dance and sing. The mortal bloom a dying.
Turn me now into spirit bright and leave behind the human plight.
Gonna kill that guy.
Turn me now into a spirit right and leave behind the human plight.
Lucy! Lucy! Who's been mucking with these ropes? I want everybody, all the actors to the green room.
Mucking. I love it.
Who
They
has
can
been
hide anywhere.
mucking?
That's the problem with leprechauns. They can hide anywhere and fuck you up. Fuck midgets, dude. I'm taking a stance on this show.
Sure.
Fuck midgets.
What are you doing here? Saving your life if you don't mind. What? I'm the one who released the rope.
Are you crazy? You nearly killed me.
Now, John Dietrich is true, but it's not from me. Take a deep breath and look at yourself.
His ears.
You're watching Nickelodeon on Paramount Plus.
It's time for the commercial break, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
yeah, dude. I thought that's what all French kids look like, but whatever. Where you at, Meat Stick? I need to hear your thoughts.
On what I've seen so far,
Yeah. Are you afraid of midgets yet, or?
I'm waiting for people to get tossed around and thrown onto a dartboard or something.
That's what I'm talking. This is the New York way, dude.
Yeah, this is
The New York way. I love this
This
man.
is the way.
this is the kid show, man. This is the kid show. You're not.
He's
you're
from
not-
where the Shaolin was from, bruh. He knows what I do when I do this.
Wu-Tang.
Yes, sir. They had nothing to fuck with. Fucking, he knew.
30 Chambers, son.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
One of the greatest albums ever made.
I get it. But
Midgets.
I
though.
don't.
midgets.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're not going
Other
to see
than-
much of the
Other than
you know,
Bushwick,
it's a kid show, man. It's a kid show, and I harness my inner child on this stuff.
no, we're having a
And-
blast. Don't
Oh,
apologize.
okay.
Do not
As long as you're
apologize.
having fun. As long as you're having fun.
Dude,
Yeah.
if we weren't having fun, we'd have just logged off.
Yeah, make fun of it all you want, man. You know,
Back
it
room
doesn't bother
for-
me.
His feet going this way and that way.
You got a real.
Back to the show.
Weird. Very weird. Yeah. And as Pop-Up used to say, this is where the plot thickens.
I felt it the first time I saw ya. It's the glamour.
Abona.
Every time you take the oath, you're a step closer to becoming a changeling.
A changeling? But it's a play. It's not real.
It's as real as those pointy ears. And tonight you'll take the oath for the final time.
This can't be happening. Aaron wouldn't do this to me.
He would if he is who I think he is. Where does this Aaron dwell?
On
His
an
room's
island right off the
downstairs,
coast of
but no one
Florida.
ever goes there. He always naps before performances.
From Toronto? What better time to pay him a visit?
I don't think he likes visitors.
Then let's be crafty about this. Lucky charms and four-leaf clovers. What are you doing? Help me now, lad, and I'll answer all your questions later.
That chair did nothing. That chair did nothing.
Aaron's not gonna like this.
Come on.
I just love watching the video production, the lighting, where they put the lighting and everything. I mean, it's great, man.
The most backlit closet I've ever seen.
I'm learning a lot.
Just as I suspected. That's my hat. That's my picture. Leave it be. You'll know we've been here. Aaron's got a pet toad. That's no toad, lad. It's a changeling. We haven't much time. Come on. Robert, time. It must be here someplace. He's coming back. Foxglove, cowslip. Got it. Rowan root. Now we're in business. Let's go. We're dead.
The last known footage of Epstein's Island. What the fuck is this guy? Is he a troll?
Yep.
I knew it. I know my trolls. They're way too close to the edge of that bed. They're gonna be. Gross. Go the other way, you dumb fucks. Does the midget have a crutch now?
Aaron's a banshee.
Aye, the cruelest of all the pixies. They drink the tea of bluebells, foxgloves, and ragweed. That's why I thought you were the one who wanted the herbs.
Then what does he want with me?
Here's where it gets
The
sticky.
worst little drug
They
dealer
feed on
ever.
human souls, the banshees do. Every 7 years, they need to devour another one, leaving some poor creature in its place.
The toad. The toad was a person.
A changeling. That's the oath you've been taking during the play.
Did you ever see Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Who's this?
Yes.
I'll call him Dad.
I
We'll get
thought
the
you
police.
was a
Take it easy,
toad.
Skipper. The process has already started. Look at your ears. You can't survive as half a changeling.
Then what can I do?
You can beat him at his own game.
And he said to make sure y'all couldn't see me digging in my belly button just now. I had an itch. I was like,
Hey man, you've come a long way from pissing in beer cans. So
I
I'm
still have
proud
a
of you.
cut on my finger from trying to piss in a beer can the last weekend.
There you go. I'm proud of you.
I sit here and cut the shit out of myself. I'm an adult.
Sean?
Not bad for an opening act.
I thought you forgot.
This costume's getting
Are
weird.
you ready for the finale?
As ready as I'll ever be.
That's the
Suck my
spirit.
shillelagh.
Let's get to work. There are 3 rules to beating a banshee. You must do them all, or the game is lost. You with me?
Do I have a choice?
No. Rule number 1:
No.
be fearless. Swallow this.
I heard that before.
Forget it.
We don't have time, Jake. Fearless.
Oh, fearless. Oh.
Good. Now, where's the boto bag?
I should have said
Now
that
add these.
earlier. I ate a live goldfish once.
Rowan Tree, Red 3
Gross.
puts the witches to their speed.
High school was weird.
Rule number 2: give him a taste of his own medicine. Don't you drink that yourself.
Don't worry.
Rule number 3: don't take your eyes off him. You must spellbind him. Lock your eyes with his and turn his own spell against him. Understand? Then let the angels be with you, lad.
That's the managers talking to everybody that ever worked with Cosby. Don't drink what he gave you.
Does
Don't take your eyes off him.
sing, the mortal gloom a dying thing.
The fairy rings dance and sing. The mortal gloom a dying thing.
Turn me now into spirit bright and leave behind the human plight.
Turn me now into a spirit bright and leave behind the human plight.
Who have you been talking to, boy?
I lost his gaze.
You're not afraid, are you?
No, no, I'm fearless.
Do you guys see what I see? What is? Did we miss this in rehearsal or something? What is this?
You're all mad.
Miss those haircuts.
Help! Help somebody! This is really happening!
You're made forevermore.
Hello, Gort. Or is it Aaron now?
Sean O'Shady. Well, you're too late this time.
Gort, still up to your same old tricks.
Because all tricks still work.
Delayed. The delayed tree fall.
So you thought the little leprechaun would help you?
Leave me alone.
7 years I've waited, and now you're mine.
I thought you was a toad. The parents are like, "This is the greatest play ever."
Right, yard, Gort.
This is what my state taxes are going to.
And this is mine. Me too. Indeed. But now it's mine. I've kept it all these years. Care to make a little trade? No. Yes. Yours be mine, and mine be yours.
Wow.
He's holding a Crown Royal bag. I don't know if you
Absent
noticed
friend,
that.
distant place, return to the human race.
What happened?
You free lad, you beat the Banshee.
Oh, it wasn't a troll.
It's not.
No, he was a banshee, the meanest of all the pixies.
Are you really a leprechaun?
When the need arises.
Will-o'-the-Wisp was never performed again, and Aaron had disappeared forever.
The end. And that one, Papa, was for you.
This was better than the clown one.
Okay, right on. All right, guys. Well, thanks
Meat
for
stick,
joining
man.
us.
If you need to hear Meat Stick's opinion here.
I can't believe anybody paid for that show. To show up to see that play, amazing.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. Burley and Real Meat Stick, please come by anytime. Would love to have you next time, and we will catch you guys on the next show. And this has been the Real Life Perspective Late Night Show extended version, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace
Been a
out,
fucking
brothers.
blast. Later, guys.
Woo! Thanks, guys.
Go on.